Hello Aries and welcome to Providence. My name is KK and this is your general weekly reading for the week commencing the 19th of April 2020. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all very well. Once again, this is for the Aries Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Aries, as well as the cross watchers. Everyone is most welcome here. And as always, please be reminded that this is a general weekly reading and only to take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else out there in the collective Aries. Let's get this first card out for your weekly reading. And as you know, this can just take a moment, so just bear with me. There we are. The Four of Swords is where we start this weekly reading. This is sometimes called the Truce card, and this is a call for rest and relaxation in your life, a time to recuperate. It's a waiting card. The call for action will come later, but use this time wisely to rest, relax, recuperate from the battle. As you can see here, the soldier is at ease with he's laid down his swords. He's sought sanctuary there to rest. It's also a time for contemplation and the meditation of what the next steps are for you. So use this rest period, this waiting period, this pause to contemplate what the next steps are for you. This is what the Four of Swords speaks of. So let's get the rest of the cards on the deck and we'll find out what are you planning for? What are, in what areas are the next steps that you're to think about? Let's get all of these cards out. Card at the bottom of the deck this week is the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is sometimes known as the analysis paralysis card. And this is about you being caught up in that negative thought loop that we all get ourselves into from time to time. But this is absolutely speaking of, it's up in your head. You're too much in your head. You're creating restrictions for yourself. You're almost imprisoning it yourself, as this lady has done in this card. Here we have this lady bound and blindfolded. She's created this prison of swords around her. But the funny thing about this card is she can actually take the blindfold off and walk straight out. There's a huge hole in this prison that she's created. So it's being up in your head, the negative thought spirals that we get ourselves into. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough money. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not, rich enough. I'm not. All these things that put limitations and restrictions on ourselves. So this is the overarching energy for the week. And I think it's got to do with, obviously, the Four of Swords there being the rest card. Perhaps you're over-analysing situations at the moment a little bit. So let's see if we can get you out of that. Well, you've got the Chariot crossing you this week, and that is great because the Chariot is about willpower, determination. This is a major forward momentum card. If we talk about the Four of Swords being the weight card, this is a major action card. This is about you being back in the driver's seat, you back in control. The Sphinxes pull along the Chariot here and no obstacles will stand in your way. You will go up them, over them, under them, around them, whatever the case may be. This is about sheer determination and willpower to see success in your life. So whatever these steps you are planning for, great success, great determination and great willpower are going to be yours to overcome any challenges that stand in your way. In the past, we have the Page of Swords. Now, the pages for me are the messengers of the tarot. And the message that the Page of Swords brings is one of new ideas, a curiosity. You've got an interest in learning at the moment, in finding out new knowledge and generally in new ways of communicating. How you express yourself, how you communicate with others, how you communicate to yourself as well. And I say that just because of this Eight of Swords here and the, over analysis that might be going on. So this has been in the past. You've discovered these new ways of communicating. This is what you're planning your next steps for. And look, it can be as mundane as if you are like me, I'm currently in lockdown where I am in the world. So, I have had to come up with new ways of communicating with my friends, my family, yourselves. And the rest of it can be as mundane as that, a research into into technology. It might be something far more grander than that, as your self-expression. How are you going to communicate your feelings, your opinions, your thoughts to others in your life at the moment? Communication and the Ace of Cups in your grounding position here. Well, the Ace of Cups is absolutely a gift from the universe. Whether you've been co-creating this behind the scenes or not, Aries, this is being handed to you in divine timing. The Ace of Cups, overflowing with love, compassion, creativity, and new relationships coming into your life. And I said that because of the communication. Perhaps you've been working on your communication, your self-expression, and the Ace of Cups is now being handed to you. There's new love relationships coming into your life. If you're not in the position for a new love relationship, Aries, this can be about new ways of communicating your compassion, your creativity, new ways about doing that. In your position here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is the Great Abundance card. This is wealth. This is cash. This is financial security. This is long-term success, being a provider and a contributor to your community, your family, whatever that may be for you. This is the cold, hard cash card. When we speak of abundance, abundance comes in many forms, as you well know, but the Ten of Pentacles is about wealth. It's about the cash. So perhaps a new relationship that is coming into your life is also going to bring in an abundance, a financial security to you, a long-term success here. The Knight of Wands is the outcome of this week. Now, the Knight of Wands, all the knights bring the offering from the King and the Queen, if you want to think about it like that. So the Knight of Wands brings in the offering of energy, of passion, a lust for life. This is an action card. In he comes, charging into the situation here. The steed rising up. This is about adventure. This can be slightly sometimes about impulsiveness, and you are essentially the Knight of Wands, Aries, so you know all about this, but you're absolutely bringing your energy, your passion, your lust for life into this situation. I think there's a new relationship or a new creative project that is coming into your life this week, Aries. And it's going to bring some financial gains and long-term success. You're going to come at it as soon as you've planned what these next steps are. You're going to bring in your energy here and see this to fruition. As always, I'd like to take one final message from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, just to finalise the weekly readings. Oh, they're all falling out. You're going to get 2 this week. Lucky you, Aries. So we've got the Koala Spirit. It is the number 35, and Koala Spirit says that Spirit has a plan. Spirit has a plan. Just put Koala there. And secondly, you've got Koi Fish Spirit, the number 36. So some synchronicity going on here. 35, 36. They're very well shuffled as well, those cards. There is always enough. There is always enough. Let's get some final messages from Koala and Koi Fish for you this week. Chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that all we need and that the universe will always be there with gifts to sustain us. You are being asked to trust that by moving slowly with faith in the abundance that is everywhere, surrendering to a power greater than yourself, you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. As you take time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you begin to radiate joy and abundance you seek. The universe is here to help you discover happiness, pleasure, and contentment, all gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust the universe plan for you now, and know that you are loved and cherished. Koi fish. The message of koi fish spirit is to begin to generate wealth within, with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it. Outer conditions will come to reflect your inner prosperity, so begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all forms. Even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envisage the plenty that the universe wants you to experience, knowing that the moment you begin to commit to conscious and deliberate co-creating, the universe will joyfully start bringing you what you need. Do not underestimate what you have or who you are, for koi fish spirit wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust that the outer conditions are changing to reflect that truth. I will leave you there for the week, Aries. I wish you a fabulous week ahead. I do look forward to seeing you next week. And until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.